Hi, it's Andrew from Stack, and this is our installation video for our new style of weight. So this weight is different than what we've shipped previously because it is now a single piece, it fastens and centers around the hub, and it indexes off of a spoke on the outside here. The previous weights we had would rest on the rim, which could be a problem for carbon fairings. This solves the problem with that and a lot of spoke compatibility issues. There are a few key notes to mention when you're doing the installation of the weights. So looking at the wheel itself, the one thing we want to look for is on the non-drive side of the wheel, we've got this spoke crossover here, which makes a nice V. So we want to center the weight inside this V here. The indexing point on the weight, this hole, we want to have centered on this spoke, which is on the drive side in the center of the V. The actual installation process, we want to open it up by rotating just one pair of spokes over and have this section as the wider section that you drop the weight in. The placement goes by sliding the weight through and getting it trapped in the spokes there. And now we want to take a look and find, we've got our target spoke here, so we'll rotate over to that target spoke. And the opposing target spoke on the bottom. So now we have them completely opposite each other. We pull the weight tight so that the hub, I'll just get this Velcro out of the way, the hub is now captured in our little V-shape parts here. And when you pull that tight, it settles nicely around there, and just tighten these thumb screws. They don't need to be super tight. The weight and the spinning tightens everything up, but this just prevents it slipping. Once it's in place here, we want to take the Velcro, and we want to make sure that this keeps the weight from moving, so we'll feed it through these holes that we've provided and try to capture as many spokes as you can. So it's wrapped around this drive side spoke, which is behind the weight, but we come around and just catch it on the Velcro, and then do the same thing on the other side, and just go around this extra spoke to capture that. And there we've got a weight installed. So once it's installed, we want to make sure that it's not going to rub on the frame, so just spin the wheel just to see if it's going to be rubbing, and it should be compatible with most wheels and most frames. We've actually brought it in tighter than the previous generation of weights because there were occasionally thumb screws that would rub against the frame. We wanted to eliminate that problem, and this weight does a good job of that. So it'll take a few attempts to get it to go in smoothly, but it's quite fast and quite easy to do once you get the hang of it. And like I was saying, it fastens around the hub, so it takes any loading off of your fairing. And it will also work with pretty much any diameter hub, so you can use a power tap hub or something smaller, and it will adapt to those sizes.